Hey y'all,
Hey y'all, it's Mia.
and Shayo, and this is Chattin
Chatting
The
the
Tea.
tea. Okay.
Chatting,
Mm-mm.
chatting,
Chatting.
chatting the tea.
Yeah. The tea. Welcome back, y'all. Well, this episode is gonna be all about money. And who don't like money? I know I do. I love me some money.
I love money.
You know what? It's almost like I don't need more money, but money needed more me. I feel like that's like a good set like tone. I
Yeah,
don't need more money. Money needed more of me. Money needs me to survive.
yes, exactly. Oh, I wish I grabbed my book.
Oh,
Um, yes, what is it called? How to be a badass at making money.
yes, how to be a badass at making money. Literally just
Yes,
downloaded that onto my phone.
that is so good. I wish because we're using our phone also right now to do a TikTok live, so I can't even search it up. But it's I think it's called "You're a Badass at Making Money."
Yes, it is that. You're a
Yes,
badass at making
get
money.
that book, and I promise you guys, that book taught me so much, and to change my mindset, and also to
Yeah.
believe in myself that I can um, change. What's the word? Live a different type of lifestyle than my family, like
And
literally
you're,
getting out
you're,
of the generational curse
mhm.
type of thing, and also feeling worthy of having that much money too as well. And
Yeah.
then the choice of words and how to practice manifestation when it comes to money too. So that's a really good book, and it's an easy read. Like if
Yeah.
you're not a book person like that, but you want to read to gain knowledge of something that you're trying to achieve in life, great book.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good one. And I'm about to read that. And another one that I recommend is A Happy Pocket Full of Money. That
Mm,
book, I read that maybe about 2, 3 weeks ago. I listened to an audio reading of it, and man, like I feel like just the way I've been moving through life here after just listening to that book and experiencing it has been such a like change and such a intentional and being a little bit more what's the word? Um I'm focusing more on my thoughts, especially revolving around money and like how I perceive money
yeah.
and kind of I guess just like my toxic habits to money that make me feel stuck and make me feel stagnant. So we're gonna jump into that, which I'm really excited about because I do feel like it's really gives like each one teach one type of vibe where it's like we all go through this and we all try to figure out new ways on how to make money, how to receive money.
Yeah.
And it's like we can all benefit from this. It's going to look different for everybody, but if we can, give you the tools and the information um
That
to
we know.
yeah, I feel like it can really help and be more intentional with how we view money and how you view money.
Yeah. And two, sorry, my friend just messaged me, asked if we could switch shifts.
It's not funny. You see how money
Yeah.
answer? You see how that money popped up
Wait,
like that?
actually, look at that, because I think I do need a morning shift. Um, this is hilarious how
You
this is
see how that
happening
work?
all the time.
Y'all,
So funny.
what?
Because like,
What?
actually, I think I am a morning. Sorry, y'all see in real time
This
of
is real
what's going
shit.
on.
But kid y'all not, hey TikTok. Kid y'all not, it's like that's how you kind of know that you're moving through alignment, especially when we actively have these conversations, we talk about this shit. It's just like, whoa,
Yep, exactly.
money calling.
Money calling, but I'm gonna have to decline because he got a closing shift, and I like my midday shift, and I have the longer shift, which means more money. I'm not giving it away, but it's so funny. I just when you were explaining everything about just like how just the things that we're about to explain to you guys throughout this podcast episode, um, I was thinking back of when I was growing up. My grandma or my mom, they would put blessed oil on our money because growing up you always hear money is the root of all evil, and
Mm.
money is a man-made thing. It's this evil greenery, like green stuff. And so I remember like my dollars used to have so much oil on them. Like I had so much blessed oil on those dollars. Like it was crazy. But yeah, because it's that's also hard as well, where it's money is the root of all evil, truly. Like when you just hear a lot of people sacrificing themselves to get to the top
Yeah,
and stuff, and like really wanting that rich life that they'll do anything for money,
yeah,
then yeah, like there are just some bad energy when it comes around money. But I just feel like it's all about your intention and always just making sure not to lose yourself as
yeah.
you're reaching towards your success, you know?
Yeah, you have to. I think, being authentic and showing up authentically as yourself and moving in alignment with your true life's purpose, that's how you make money. I think the first thing that like really helped me because I mean, it's so funny. I'm gonna use a story from yesterday actually because I think this is actually really funny.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's like it's been so slow in the season of work. So it's just like, dang, I really feel like I haven't been making money, like making the mark that I really want to make. And so, sometimes when you feel like you're missing out or you are in a place of struggle, I'm gonna say struggle, quote unquote struggle, because that's just a made up thing in your head. That's a fear that you have in your head, right? Um, and you're like, dang, like, how can I get this money? Yada, yada, yada. And you're stressing, you're thinking about it. And it's almost kind of like a thing where it's like, because you mentally chase the money's going to keep running. And it's funny to think about it that way because it's almost like you really have to re um wire your brain on how it thinks and how your relationship is to money because um yesterday I was like, dang, like I'm not gonna make no money today. Like, damn, like it's so slow. Like people should have been at the door, yada yada. And so we listened to some gospel music yesterday. Sundays we listen to gospel music, start the day, and it was so funny. Like there's this song that came on. They're like, you think that you not don't have no bills for no, you pay your rent for your food, and then I was like, damn. I was like, damn. I was like, that's crazy. Like, how they know I'm really thinking about this. They're like, it's okay, just give it away because it's not yours. And I was like, wow. So in that moment, I'm just like really just kind of just showing gratitude, being grateful, sunbathing, being in the sun. And I ended up hitting my mark yesterday because I decided to let it go and just know that like I'm really taking care of like how I said starting money. I don't need more money. Money needed more of me. My energy
Yeah.
is what makes money. I don't have to really work. I just have to show up and be who I am, and the money flows. And that's like crazy to think about, but like money is just energy. There is
Mhm.
not enough paper that they can make in this world to exempt the infinite amount of money that there is in this world to make. That's why all of our money is also digital. There is not
Yeah.
enough like cash in this world to exempt all the money in the world. There's just no way. Literally, we would go extinct. We couldn't breathe because at the end of the day, they got to cut down the trees to make this money.
Yeah.
To make this, it's just paper. You can tear it
Yeah.
up. Then what? There's no value to it. So once you change your thought of like, how am I going to get this money? Instead of you are money, the way that you walk and show up and live and how you are intentional about your day, that's how you make your money.
Yeah.
Truly. That's where the magic starts. It's really magical if you think about it.
Hmm. Also, I was just thinking, like, it's funny how they really fixed our mind to accept and believe that the money on our phone is like, we have to use that and that it's real. Because technically, that's fake money.
Yeah,
Like the Apple Pay stuff, all that, like the ones on our like on our cards, because we don't have the actual like paper
paper.
of money and stuff. And it's just like, dang, it's just funny how we really have to live this life and have to believe and accept that like, I don't know, that this is what we have to use to survive, you know?
Yeah,
It's just so interesting. But even though there sometimes it just doesn't make sense and that it sucks, it's just one thing that has helped me to be successful in certain things is to just play the game.
Yeah.
I feel like that's with anything, with your career, with just how to survive in this world and stuff like that, because this world is freaking corrupted already, and that these white people and the government and all that is trying to take over. But just know, like, this life is not the end. This is not the grand thing. Like, there's
Yeah.
something way more after this.
After this.
And so if you know how to just play it right in this environment, like, you will succeed
We'll
over
go
there.
into more detail about playing the game because I have a question about that. But I want
Hmm.
you to kind of go more into depth about like you saying like to play this game.
Yeah. Um, Kind of like ways of how to just save your money. That's
Mhm.
a way of playing the game too. Type
Yeah.
of thing. It's just like putting money on the side for these certain things and stuff, and not getting to, which I need to work on myself. Not getting blindsided by just like the temporary satisfactions
Yeah.
of things that are put into our faces, kind of like the clothes, shoes, like all those temporary satisfying things that they like to push on to us. Telling us, oh, we need to buy this new thing, we need to buy this new
Black
beauty product,
Friday.
Black Friday sales, the TikTok
Hmm.
shop, and how they got all these like new
Yes.
things.
Hmm.
Like, that's all. This is a freaking game that we have to play, and we have to make sure we don't let the game beat us, and that we beat the game. And so, making sure we are good with our savings, the way we budget and stuff like that. Like, that's a way of just succeeding in it. And then also to, um, yeah, I don't know. I think it's like that's a great example for it.
Okay. Because at first I was like playing the game. I was like, I don't know. I feel like we grew up playing the game.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
too.
like I feel like we grew up playing the game and now it's time to kind of create our own rules. But going through it, like rechanging the game and using our own rules in a spiritual term. Because at the
Yeah.
end of the day, like this shit is spiritual. Money is spiritual. Money is energy, just like
Yep.
everything that's around us. So it's like if we change instead of really like existing and playing in the game that we feel like we're failing in this system,
Hmm.
I think is like changing the rules into your own rules in the way in your mind and how you want to show up to the game.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I
I want to just sit on the sidelines and like watch.
Yes.
I don't want to play the game.
Like, I don't want to play that, at the but it's kind of like you have to in some way, especially the type of career that we're trying to get.
Hard,
Because
but
I
I
feel
feel
like,
like it's more I know it sounds crazy, but it's more in your and it's more of a delusion thing. It's like an optimistic
yeah.
delusion thing
Hmm.
because it's like you're not really to get to the point that we want to be at.
Hmm.
We're not abiding by what people are telling us. We're not abiding by what the system's telling us. We're not abiding. We are literally creating our own reality, our own thoughts, and the way that we show up. And I don't think that's us playing the game. I really don't. I feel like we
Mm.
are so outside of the game. We are not on everybody like the way that the whole world is moving right now, we're not on that.
Oh, we're not on their same like mindset type
Yeah,
of.
we're not
Yeah.
on that. We're in a whole different other reality right now, living our own life,
Yeah.
creating our own rules and what the fuck that means to us. And I think that like I don't know.
I
I
agree
just
with
think
you.
that like yeah, it's more you really have to be delusional to see the things that you want into this life because otherwise, yeah, you will get stuck in playing the game and then it's like, well, when you're up next to bat, then what?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think I'm saying the same thing, but differently in some ways,
Mhm.
where it's like, yeah, because I believe we're not on the same. You can tell when someone is like
Yes.
brainwashed in the system, and then when someone is not.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I mean like game playing is like know when to like make them think you're in it, but you're not at the same time, just so you can get on top. Because a
Yeah.
lot of people on top are brainwashed in that system. So you got to find those cheat codes to make sure you don't lose yourself
Mhm.
throughout it, but you know what to say and what to do to get up there
Up
and
there.
top to be
Yeah.
successful in some way. You know, it's kind of like when you're networking and stuff, and like you're talking to, say for you're talking to your boss, like there's a boss that you just don't like. You have a job and you don't like your boss, but you're trying to make sure you're not getting fired, you're getting some good hours, and you getting that raise soon. So you know you cackling with them, you kikiing and all that, and you just chilling. That's you playing the game, even though you not
Yeah, I
y'all
don't know style though. I don't know. I used to think
really.
that because at the end of the day, that's you having to not be authentic.
I feel like it's still authentic, but it's just like you're still protecting your energy
No,
because it's
because the
like,
thing is, it's one of those, nah, man, because I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, I'll use the airport for an example, right? I could have
mhm,
stayed and I still could have made money, but and I didn't like the people that I worked with. Yeah, I was making good money, but at the same time, the thing was toxic. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And like sometimes you have to leave those places. Like I don't want to play that game. I don't even want to stay. I don't care about that race because I can go somewhere else and get way more money.
yeah.
To see
But I
way
feel like
more money.
sometimes it's kind of like it's kind of like the hustle of it, where like sometimes the hustle is not fun, you know, like
Yeah.
sometimes you don't want to be in the studio for hours, like you're tired, you're just not in that mental space
Yes,
and
I
stuff
do, but I
like
want
that.
to be in the studio for hours.
But like, but some for me, like I don't be wanting to be in the studio for
Yeah.
hours sometimes. Like I'm like on Tuesdays when I take my like favorite jazz class, I'm
Mhm.
like I'm on my period. I'm like my body hurts. I just did so much shit. Like customers piss me off like all day. I'm just trying to be
Yeah.
home and like relax, but I can't. I gotta go to this and I gotta network and also find like make dance friends, connect with my teachers and stuff like that for the higher purpose, which is
Right.
like book my dream job for something. And like there's days when I just don't want to do that, but it's like you kind of have to. You kind of have to continue playing the game of hustling type
That
of
part. Well,
thing.
that makes sense. That
Yeah.
was a better example because I agree with you
Yeah.
on that one. Because it's like when it is in alignment with your life and the things that you want to do in this life, yeah, you're gonna have to take that sacrifice. You don't feel it, nobody,
Yeah.
you can't move off your feelings. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You gotta move off action and what the fuck you know is going to get you to your goal.
Yeah. But if it's not aligned, like you said, like it's just not worth it. It's really not. You're living one
Yeah.
life in this body
Yeah.
as like who you are right now. And so it's like, do you really want to just waste your time being in a space that you don't feel seen, loved, like all of that? Get out. And that's
Mhm.
what's going to make you not get attracted to money as well. Like
Yep.
if you just live with intention and you follow what your soul is telling you to go to,
Yeah.
like it's gonna happen. Like the job you have now, when
Yeah.
you had your interview and what you saw 555 or you
Yeah.
saw,
I
yeah,
was seeing 555 right before the interview. I pulled up to the interview and saw my license plate, the manager, matter of fact,
boom,
555. And that's how you know. And this has been the best job I've ever worked at. And they 1000% like support my life outside of this, my career and what I do. And I'm just so grateful for them because
yeah,
like,
they
wow,
see
like
you,
yeah, they see me and I prayed for this. Like this is, and they want me to make money.
yeah, they're not cheating you off your money at
Yeah.
all, and
Yeah.
I love that.
It's
And
beautiful.
yeah, and I just feel like another hard part when it comes to money and trying to get attracted to it is when you have a lot of generational curses and you
Yeah.
grew up with like struggling with money and stuff and like you just grew up with that. And so I forgot what I don't know if I read it or I heard someone talk about this, where it's like your mind just automatically goes to what it knows. So
Mhm.
it's sometimes it is hard. It's a muscle strength to work on of staying positive and also
Yeah.
thinking like you will get this, you will do this, I will succeed in this. But if your whole life did revolve around struggling with money, and always hearing money, this bills, bill, like I can't do this, I can't do that. It is going to be harder, but it's just all about like surrounding yourself with the people that can help uplift you.
That part and keep you like just in a better mindset as well, and who aren't in your ear about their financial struggles either. Like I
Yeah.
think that's going to be a main thing because at the end of the day you are who you hang around. And another thing that I got from that book that I want to bounce off of what you just said is like your nervous system. Like how do you
Hmm.
feel when money is brought up? Like what are your thoughts? Because at the end of the day it's like it's just fear. And I think
Yeah.
that it stems from generations, and especially like if you are black, if you are African American, like this system really was not made for us. And I think that there's more struggling obviously in the black community and how we grew up compared to a lot of other people. And I think truly like this is our, we really need to do the work and help heal our nervous system so that we can make more money. Like that's just what it
Hmm.
is. And um dang, there was a definition of fear, and I'm trying to remember what it was. It's like I'm gonna have to look this up. I'm gonna have to look this up. I'm gonna go off of TikTok real quick, and I'm gonna look this up because I really genuinely think that
Yeah.
I just loved um how they say it.
I was trying to think. You said something too that I was going to piggyback off of. That was really great. Oh, of the fear. Like, I used to go to bed just fearing about money and just being
Yeah.
stressed about my rent being due and all that type of stuff. And just like always thinking about bills, 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 bills. But now I feel like I've gotten such better at calming my energy down and my anxiety of it and just being like, you know what? I'm not too sure how I'm going to pay rent this month, but I know that God's got me and that everything's going to work out,
Mhm.
because He's not going to make me live on the street. Like, He's just not. And it always seems to work out. Like, I either book a gig or I have a family member help me, or just my paycheck will come early, things like that. And so then I feel like as that started to happen, and just continue to be more calm about money, I have been like, I feel like more money is just flowing my
Yes.
way
Yep.
too.
When you let go of that fear truly, and fear is false evidence appearing real. That's what it is.
Mm,
And I think that's so crazy because it's so true because
that
fear
is.
is a made up thing. The things that we fear is like, they say what you think about is what comes into fruition. And that's why it's like if you do truly live in your head, you got to make sure that your thoughts are on point because that is what your reality will be if that's what
Yeah,
you're thinking. If you are in a constant place of fear, that is exactly what your every day is going to look like.
yeah.
And I just feel like, yeah, like you really have to work on your nervous system. You got to work on being, you know, um, paying attention to your thoughts in the way that you think. And like I said, once you start paying attention to this, you will be tested. Because I've been tested this week, these last 2 weeks. And
Mm,
it's like you have to pay attention to where that's stemming from, where it's rooting from, so that you can nip that shit in the bud. Now, it's not going to happen overnight, but it is a practice. And I think that you being aware of what you are feeling, what you are thinking is definitely going to help you in the long run. And that's going to help you attract more money. It's going to help you when you get into situations where you're like, oh shit, you're not even going to flinch, bro, because it's just like,
yeah,
I've already been through this. Like it's already on the way. My thing is I always say like money is on the way. It's already here, matter of fact.
yeah.
You just have to keep moving off a piece. Like another thing that I say is like, I believe that you receive all the blessings that you need when you're bored or just when you're in a state of calm. When you're in a state of calm energy, you receive everything that you need in that time. And I've been seeing a lot of videos as well too. And I feel like I always think about you when I see these videos.
Mm,
They're like women need to rest. Like we're not supposed to like do shit for real. Like
Yeah.
we're supposed to be taking naps because that's when we get that $1 billion idea. That's when we get the energy to do these things. But when we're resting is when things come to us. So it's like being in a constant state of calm and peace brings you prosperity. I truly in abundance. I believe that.
Yes.
I've been trying to be more in that energy of that and being more mindful of that. And if I do start stressing out, how can I calm my nervous system down? How can I soothe my inner child and my inner being to like not stress and know that all of this is okay? Because it is you know, it is a fear thing.
Yeah. Can you say that quote one more time?
Which one?
The fear.
False evidence appearing real.
Yeah.
False evidence. And I was like, bro, you know
That's so good.
who told me that like maybe a year ago, and it always stuck with me.
Hmm.
Venus by Tarot.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, like that's good. I was like, that's good. False evidence appearing real.
That is. What was it? It was something I was going to piggyback off of with that. I don't remember. But that's something, yeah, false evidence that appears real. I just feel like I'm thinking back on things that I would have fear of. And because I felt like last month I was, or maybe, yeah, it's February. Last month I was just in a battle with fear and just thinking about so many things, and especially like my dream job that I want this year and stuff. Like I felt like I was having so much fear one certain week, and it was so bad and it was just consuming me and stuff. And then I heard something where I'm like, it calmed me down. I was like, ooh, okay, we're good. But still, I'm just like, oh, I did not like the way I was acting and just believing and consuming in this fear of false evidence that does appear to be real. Like it feels real, but that's where it comes to like with your mind goes immediately to something that's familiar,
Yeah,
which is like for me, I feel like when it comes to my gigs, a lot of the time, like past times, I'm just gonna say past times, is that I will be so close to something and then it'll just be taken from me, like just right then and there, or just like, yeah, just always being so close. And this one I feel so close to, but I had this fear of it just getting taken because that's my mind only knows that, and I still have not booked like a role where I'm like, this is something I've dreamt about type thing.
yeah,
And so this being finally something I like have always dreamed about doing in a career of dance, then of course, yeah, all these fears are just going to try to come in. And fear is a strong emotion,
it is.
That thing is
That's
powerful
the
because,
devil. We want to
you
talk
know,
about there's a real devil. The devil is fear, and that's your mental. I
yeah,
swear to you, that is the real devil in this world is your mental and fear because all it is, fear is just an illusion. It's not real. The thing
mm-mm,
that we are scared of is not real, truly. I mean,
exactly.
obviously, unless you're faced in some real life or death shit, God forbid. But I like half the time, like it's just not real. It's your mind making things up, and we are our worst critiques, our worst enemy. And it's
Hmm.
just like, what if we really thought about the best outcome instead of the worst outcome? Why is it that our minds always go to the worst outcome?
Yeah,
And like you said, it's just because of our past traumas, but it's like if we live life experiencing people things as like the past, we just would never grow. We would never, we would never see a new, I guess, outcome if
yeah,
we always thought like that because it is it is gonna keep you stuck. So I think it's just one of those things where you really got to change your mentality on like, um, what is the best outcome? What is the best thing that could come out of this?
Yeah. Well, I say to kind of close it off, what are some three things you want? We can both say three things that we want our viewers to like know that can help them with attracting money. What are some things that you do to help you attract money?
Don't go based off your emotions. That's the
Hmm.
big thing. Like I said, your fear, and I think fear is an emotion. Fear can be
Hmm.
an emotion. It can be a state of mind. Um, do things to raise your vibration when you're in that moment of fear, because everything can switch. Your whole energy and vibration can switch. Put on some music, go dancing, sing.
Hmm.
Go in the sun, journal, meditate. Do things that's gonna raise your vibration. Don't sit in your things and feel sorry for yourself. Don't do that.
Hmm.
Two, I think gratitude is such a big thing. Doing I am like I've been starting the day with like today's gonna be my peaceful day. I heard that from the monks, bro, and I've been using that every day. Like when I wake up, I'm like, oh, today's gonna be my peaceful day. Like
Yeah.
so I think I think like that shit works, like or like something amazingly awesome is gonna happen today. So be intentional with how you start your day.
Hmm.
And also too, another thing is like self-affirm yourself and knowing that you are money and money is attracted to you. You don't attract money, but money is attracted to you. Like
Yeah.
because money is energy, and I think that's just another thing. Like you really got to get into your head. Like money is an energetic thing, and money is not a thing that you chase.
Yeah.
Those are my three things.
Yeah. I feel like mine too is raising your vibration. Going outside, putting your feet in grass.
Yeah,
Like, when
grounding.
was the last time you took your shoes off? You're at the park and you put your feet in the grass. Okay, I did that yesterday and I was like, first, just like, I don't know. But then as I thought about it, I'm like, wow, this is beautiful. Like, this
Yeah,
definitely helped a lot without even realizing it. Um, and then even a long drive is good too,
yeah,
doing yes your gratitudes. My journal, I have two full journals that are done of manifestation and gratitude, and just being like, after reading that book for a whole year, when I lived in Seattle, I wrote, I am a money making magnet, and then something else, because she was like, write this down and this helps. It was something like, I am a money making magnet of something.
yeah.
And I did that a lot. And I swear I was just making money. I was making money because I saved a lot before I moved to LA. And then three, I would just say, do something with your hands or like with your body and stuff.
Mm,
Like, go painting, go do something that's an activity and
yeah,
stuff like that. That helps with your career in some way. And so just like getting your hands dirty with something. Like, don't even just try to plan it out. Just go and do something that helps with your career and
follow
stuff.
the life force. That's good.
Yeah. So I have to say, like, those are my three. But I guess the tea's getting kind of
It's
cold.
getting cold, y'all, and I think that was such a good episode. And I really feel like,
Yeah.
you are, if you really resonated with this, trust, like we feel you, we understand you, and
Yeah.
we are really in this together. This is a collective thing. If we can all raise our vibrations collectively, not only will we see better changes in the world, but man, oh freaking man, will we be making us some damn money as a collective. And I can't wait for us to do it. Let's go.
Oh, and make a playlist about money.
Oh, I already have a playlist.
Yep.
I will definitely be dropping that soon. I have a Apple Music playlist and I also have a Spotify playlist. So keep on a lookout. I'll definitely drop it in our description so that you guys can go and listen to it because I promise you, like, it's literally an hour. Just take an hour out your day and listen to this. I promise you, it puts monies in people's pockets.
Yes.
I have first, I have first like hand
Yep.
things to this. So yeah.
Yep.
But
Okay.
all right, y'all. We will see you guys next week. And next week on Sunday, by the way, is a Super Bowl. So Monday you're gonna see me in my Seahawks
Yep. Because they
jersey
about
because they're
to
gonna
win.
have the Super Bowl. All right, y'all. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. And remember that you are a money magnet and a money manifester. And we'll see
Yes.
you guys next week.
That soon.
Bye.